Lots of entries this year for our 2025 giveaway, and I'm watching videos to introduce all of you to everyone else's stories. So let's see what her story is. Haven't seen this video yet. Let's watch it together.
My name is Gobel. I'm 24 years old, originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but right now I am in Washington, D.C. studying to get my law degree. Even though I am an aspiring lawyer, music has always been and always will be my primary passion. I learned how to play the piano when I was around 3 or 4. My grandmother taught me. I obviously couldn't take a piano with me to law school, so I am feeding my need for creativity through singing, which I also love to do. I am the music director of our school's a cappella group. I also do open mics at coffee shops every now and then. Music is still very much part of my life, but I have been separated from my love for piano. My dad is also an incredible musician. He plays almost anything you can think of, and he's a music instructor right now. Actually stopped being a lawyer and decided to pursue his passion in music. So we're kind of having opposite tracks, but we both love music. My brother is a composer. He makes his own music, but he also does compositions for live theater productions, which brings me to talk about my mom. My mom is an artist as well. She is an actress. She has a beautiful singing voice. I spent a lot of my childhood listening to my mom sing while my dad played the piano. Music has always filled our household, and it is something that is very, very ingrained in our family culture. The piano that we are hoping to get restored is a 1913, I believe, upright piano. It's beautiful. It has been in our family my entire life. It's the piano that I learned how to play on. This piano was the first purchase my parents made when they got married in 1992, which means now it's been, I'm not good at math, this is why I went to law school, in the family now for 33 years. My parents bought it. It was their first purchase together. I'll let my dad tell that story because I wasn't there, and he's going to tell it better than I can.
Hello, my name is Jacob, and I'd love to tell you the story of our family's piano. I met my wife in 1991. We quickly fell in love and were married the next year in 1992. We got our first credit card, had a credit limit of I think $2,000. She offered to use half of that to go buy a piano because she knew I was missing a piano. I grew up with a piano at home. I had been without one for 3 or 4 years. We went to the neighborhood piano store. I tried out over a dozen pianos that were in our price range. Just was having a hard time falling in love with any of them. Rather than leave, she suggested we go outside of our original price. And the guy took us to the back where he had just finished fixing up a beautiful 1913 Iverson Pond upright piano. Just a gorgeous piano. I played it. It was perfect. It felt perfect. My wife thought it was beautiful, sounded beautiful. And she said that if it would make me happy, that we should go ahead and buy it.
How cute is that? I love that story. So this piano has been here my whole life. It's the piano that I learned how to play on. That piano has moved all over the country with our family. I'll let my dad talk more about its travel history because I was also not there for a lot of that.
We have moved it across country multiple times to San Diego, back to St. Louis for law school, to Wisconsin, back to San Diego. I think I've counted at least 4 cross-country trips and 8 local moves. So the piano's been through a lot. We feature it in the living room of every house we've ever been to, and it's just been a joy for me. I play it every day, or did, when we had it in our home. The kids learned to play on it, but over time, we just had a hard time affording proper care for it. The last time it was tuned and serviced was 2005. It's just sad to see the current state of the piano.
My family's most recent move was from Milwaukee, Wisconsin to San Diego, California. I had to take care of my grandmother who's living out there. That piano needed to get there safely. It is very heavy. That thing is very heavy. It is always the most difficult thing to move. It took everything we had to get it onto the U-Haul, drive it across the country, and then get it off the U-Haul. There was no way we were going to sell it, no way we were going to leave it behind, no way we were going to give it away off the U-Haul.
That's a familiar
Sight.
oh, just kind of scares me to look at that. all the things that could go wrong right there. Fortunately, nothing apparently did.
To get it onto the U-Haul, drive it across the country, and then get it off the U-Haul. There was no way we were going to sell it, no way we were going to leave it behind, no way we were going to give it away. So it had to come, and we made sure it did come. Right now, that piano is sitting in a storage unit down the street from my parents' house. So right now, there is a keyboard in the place of where this piano should be.
Oh, that's terrible.
That is being used because the piano is out of tune. There are a lot of other problems with it.
You know, specifically the dampers in the bass aren't working anymore. There are a few bobbling keys.
So yeah. Oh, okay. I was just going to comment on this, so
I think the most troubling thing is that it just hasn't been tuned in so long. The strings are quite old at this point. I'm just afraid that I'll snap strings if I try to tune it. It really just needs an overhaul.
Yeah, just from the description and now seeing the inside of the piano, it for sure the work that was done at the partial sounds like more of just kind of refurbing the piano that was done in 1992 was it in San Diego that he said? I can't remember where he was at the time, but yeah, and then looking at the piano, everything's original to 1913. So when they got it, it was probably just kind of sprucing it up so that it had another, 10 years of decent use.
My mom talks every day about how much she misses having that piano in her house. I'm not there, but I know my dad would play the piano for her every single morning while she was drinking her first cup of coffee. There was always just music alive in our household. Our entire family would just love to have that piano back in the house. While this piano is going to be living with my parents for hopefully a while, one day I hope to have that piano in my home. After that, I will pass it on to my kids and their kids and their kids. I guess you can't really call our piano a family heirloom yet, but this is kind of a story of how family heirlooms are made. We really appreciate the opportunity to make that happen. So thank you so much, and we really hope you choose our piano.
Nice. She's definitely a law student. She's making a good argument. Yeah, that's definitely a piano in need for sure, and a very charming story, hearing from her father and her father playing for her mom and her mom missing it, having just a keyboard. Yeah, that's the worst. So I definitely don't blame them for wanting to get that old thing restored, and that's a good one. We've restored pianos just like it on many occasions, and it would turn out phenomenally well.